Time to get your high-end customers and replace your low-end customers. Today, we'll talk about why the high-end customers can help you to increase your profits in multiple times versus the low-end customers, and most importantly, you need to understand why. Now, we will go through 3 points on why it is important. Lots of businesses will say we treat all of our customers equally. Well, you do have to understand one truth, is that the ones who really get you the money are the high-end customers. And there are 3 facts that we will explain to show you that. Now, when it comes to spending time on both the low-end and the high-end customers, and this is what we previously explained. When you're just same or similar as the rest of the folks, you're right in the middle, you're the middleman, and that is when you are invisible. Now, you can choose to win in either ways. Either you try to offer a very low price to compete, or you become a specialist and you charge a really high price. Now, the customers that you're targeting on this side, those are the low-end customers, and these are the high-end customers. The main difference is, now, in terms of the time that you spend on these 2 different types of customers, is relatively the same, not too much different. Maybe we always have like a notion that, oh, because if we offer it cheap, then shouldn't they just be happy and easily get satisfied and they will just buy, and shouldn't it take less time? Wrong. Because low-end customers, they have tons of time, but there's one thing they don't have, and that's money. Compared to your high-end customers, they have all of the money, but they just don't have time. And because these low-end customers don't have money, that's why they spend lots of time just to go around, they get the different quotes just to see, so with such limited budget, they demand a lot, but at the same time, they just don't want to pay the money. So that's why when you work with them, it's guaranteed that they won't pay you enough. They won't pay you well. At the same time, they are seeking for lots of say discounts or like extra benefits, or even you have to maybe give them like an appreciation card just to make them happy. So it takes away lots of your time, but the money you're making is just kind of like a barely minimal. And the worst thing that low-end customers will give you is when they refer to their friends, it's very likely that the friends are also low-end too. And the worst case scenario is, hey, you know what, David can sell this, for maybe like $10. He put it down as $10, but you know what? He actually sold it for $8. So just push him to sell to you for $8. Okay. Now, if you have all these kind of referrals, not only are you really wasting lots of your time, and you're basically working really hard, but you're not even making any money. Versus on this high end, they are actually a lot easier to work with, mainly because they just don't have the time. So as long as you get the trust, they are just willing to, you know what, I'll just let you handle it. Just tell me how much you're going to charge, and then you just do whatever it takes to implement this for me. And now, time-wise, even though it's pretty much the same amount of time, or maybe even less for the high end, but a lot easier to work with the high end, and also more money on this side. That's why, besides pushing yourself to become the specialist, you also have to find these high-end customers. Basically, making sure that these are your main customers. Now, trouble we just went through. We just talked about low-end customers because they don't have money but have lots of time. That's why they are willing to use that time to basically keep giving you the trouble of asking you for any discount, coupons, better services, additional gifts, whatever you can think of. That is basically hectic. Versus our high-end folks, they just don't have time, so they wouldn't, but they have tons of money. So that's why, if they trust you, it's very smooth. They just let you do whatever you are good at. So that's why, if you want to stay away from the troubles, stay away from this side and move your customer base to this side. Last but not least, how do you find high-end customers? There are lots of, assumptions that you must either be like a big company or you must be famous before you can approach the high-end customers. This is incorrect, because we are all human beings, whether you have money or not. There are problems that makes us feel painful on a daily basis, whether you have money or no money. And same as everyone, they also are looking actively for any solutions to solve the daily problems, and also things that can help to raise the status. And this is why, in my company's example, that we have a online web virtual mall called CompuLocus.com, and we do e-commerce business, selling products, helping sellers to sell the products to the customers. What happened is, we do our studies to find out where the high-end customers are in Latin America. We research all the bars, all the pubs, the locations that they hang out in a lot. And because you study the pain and what they need, what kind of problems they have. Now, usually we go to do presentations in the locations where they hang out at a lot, and we talk about the problems that they face all the time. And when they feel that your solutions are tailored to what they need, they will come and find you. And this is when you can have a business connection with them. So start today, get your high-end customers and replace them. Replace these low-end customers. We talk about how much more time you have to spend on low-end customers versus the high-end ones, the kind of troubles that the low-end ones will give you versus the high-end ones. Last but not least, how you find these customers.